are you? I hope you all are stay motivating at home and prepare very well for your upcoming examinations. As I discussed in my last class or last video about the Monera, and in this video we will study about the reproduction in Monera, nutrition in Monera, as well as one of the another important member belongs to Monera, that is Mycoplasma. So let's start our lecture, and here first I am going to explain you about the reproduction in Monera. Clear? Reproduction, when we study, then there are two modes of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction and second is sexual reproduction. So when we come to the reproduction in Monera, here also we study about two methods. First method, that is asexual reproduction, and in Monera, or again I recall you, Monera means whenever we study whatever things we study about Monera. So one thing you remember, Monera means predominantly आप किसको study कर रहे हैं? Basically we study about the bacteria. So either you study the reproduction in Monera or you study the reproduction in bacteria. Both are the similar things. So when asexual reproduction, so generally asexual reproduction, here you remember, it takes place by binary fission. All of you know what is binary fission, that a single parent cell is directly divided by nuclear and cytoplasmic division, or karyokinesis and cytokinesis, and after that it will lead to the formation of two daughter cells. Clear? Secondly, you remember binary fission is a kind of amitosis. Three types of divisions आप basically पढ़ते हैं. First mitosis, meiosis. Third, you remember amitosis, that is a direct mode of cell division is called amitosis. Spindle formation and spatial features of mitosis and meiosis are completely absent here. So binary fission, what is to be take place, what phenomena is take place in binary fission? That the bacterial cell with its identical feature first undergoes in division of nucleus, that is karyokinesis, and karyokinesis, you remember the process of karyokinesis, immediately followed by cytokinesis, and after that the two daughter bacteria are formed. That the simple mode of reproduction in bacteria is called as binary fission. Clear? One thing you again remember, the binary fission in bacteria generally take place during the favorable conditions. Okay. In addition to binary fission, there are number of modes of asexual reproduction, but again the revision part we strictly based on the NCERT. So NCERT only stated the asexual reproduction by binary fission, but in addition to that, you again for objective purpose remember one another second mode of asexual reproduction, that was endospore formation. So endospore formation, only one question is asked from this section, in what conditions endospores are formed in bacteria. So endospore formation, whenever you study endospore, you remember they are always formed during the unfavorable condition, and secondly these spores are formed inside the cell wall of bacteria. That's why these spores are called as endospore. So endospore formation is one another mode, but this mode you remember, this mode of asexual reproduction is take place predominantly during unfavorable condition. Okay? Clear? So here no need to discuss all other modes of asexual reproduction. Now we come towards the second mode of reproduction, that the second mode of reproduction in bacteria is sexual mode of reproduction. When sexual reproduction we study, so there are three basic modes or important modes of sexual reproduction in bacteria. Again देखिए, when you study the syllabus of your class 12th, and in that second chapter and third chapter is totally related with the sexual reproduction in plant and sexual reproduction in humans. So at that time what you are studied, आप पढ़ते हैं कि gamete formation is the main feature for the process of sexual reproduction, but that kind of sexual reproduction is not to be happened in bacteria, because one thing you remember, bacteria are the primitive cells, or they are developed for the first time when the life begins to start on the earth. ओके, सो व्हेन सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन बैक्टीरिया आप पढ़ रहे हैं तो फर्स्ट याद रखिए, वन ऑफ द सिंपलेस्ट मोड ऑफ जेनेटिक ट्रांसफर इज टेक प्लेस ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ सेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन इन बैक्टीरिया. नाउ व्हाट आर द सिंपलेस्ट मोड ऑफ जेनेटिक ट्रांसफर on the basis of which the sexual reproduction in bacteria divided into 3 types, but in this class we only discuss about the conjugation because transduction जो है वो basically आपको study करना है. Transduction mode we discuss in viruses when we study about the lytic cycle in viruses. Transformation you remember आप कब पढ़ते हैं? Transformation we study as a Griffith experiment of transformation during the discovery of DNA as a genetic material. So here I only discuss about one mode is that is the conjugation. So sexual reproduction in bacteria means only it refers to simple mode of genetic transfer. So simple genetic transfer is take place from one cell or one bacteria to another bacteria. Secondly, both the bacteria belongs to the same strain, or in your terms you can remember they belongs to the same species. Clear? The 3 modes are there for genetic transfer. These 3 modes you remember. The first mode of genetic transfer is called as conjugation, the direct transfer without involving any vector or any medium, that is called as conjugation. The second mode of reproduction in bacteria is transduction. You remember it is commonly recalled as the viral mediated genetic transfer, means in between from one bacteria to another bacteria. Whenever genetic material is transferred with the help of virus or bacteriophage, then that mode of reproduction is called as transduction. So here you remember the second mode is transduction, and the third you remember the third type of reproduction in bacteria is transformation. Okay, so here we only study about conjugation. Clear? Conjugation without any medium or without any vector, genetic material directly transferred from one bacteria to another bacteria. So let us see about what is conjugation. Secondly, stay connected till the end of video, because at the end of video I will give you one tip ki how will you enhance your preparation or improve your speed reading time, so you can, that method is helpful to you solve the questions within a time limit in final exams. तो conjugation में याद रखिए, conjugation genetic transfer किसके थ्रू होगा यहाँ पे? genetic material in bacteria, again you remember DNA. So genetic material here transfer with the help of conjugation tube. Clear? Actually this much part is not provided in your books, but if we prefer the reference book, and in that case the reference book provided the conjugation phenomena, and conjugation tube means you already studied about the pili is the structure, आप वहाँ study करते हैं. pili is responsible for the sex duction means it responsible for the phenomena of conjugation, and because of that the F minus strain of the bacteria will convert into the F plus or HFR strain. So first when the conjugation we start to discuss, first you remember in bacteria, some bacteria the specific plasmid is there, that plasmid is called as F plasmid. This F plasmid or F factor भी आपने पढ़ा होगा उस terms में. So F plasmid or F factor, and this F plasmid or F factor you remember is commonly called as fertility plasmid or fertility factor, which responsible for the sexuality in bacteria or for the fertility in bacteria. So depending on the presence or absence of F plasmid, I hope you all are knowing what is plasmid. Otherwise one time I give you the definition. Plasmid means in addition to host chromosome or in addition to its own chromosome, the extra chromosomal material present in bacteria, that extra chromosome is called as प्लाज्मिड. सो एफ प्लाज्मिड के डिपेंडेंसी के बेस पे और ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ प्रेजेंस ऑफ एफ प्लाज्मिड बैक्टीरिया आपके पास कितने हैं? देयर आर टू काइंड्स ऑफ बैक्टीरिया. द वन स्ट्रेन ऑफ बैक्टीरिया is called as F plus strain, or initially this strain is called as donor strain, and another strain of bacteria where the F plus or F plasmid is completely absent. That strain of bacteria you remember is called as F minus strain. Clear? So initially F plus is called as donor and F minus is called as recipient bacteria. But now we use the new terminology, that is F plus and F minus strain. Clear? Now what is happening during the process of conjugation? The pili, when from both the bacteria, when pili comes in contact, they recognize the similar strain, and if both the bacteria belongs to similar strain, then with the help of pili, one conjugation tube is developed in between both the bacteria, and because of that the genetic transfer takes place easily. Clear? Now what is happening? This F factor or F plasmid first undergoes in replication process. Again replication का meaning clear है? The process of synthesis of its own kind of DNA is called as replication. So F plasmid, you remember, it undergoes in the synthesis of new copy, and then this new copy is transferred towards, or replica copy भी आप कह सकते हैं. So this is our the replica of F factor or F plasmid, and this replica of F plasmid always be transferred from F plus towards the F minus. Now what is happening when the F plus plasmid or F factor completely transfer, then after the conjugation tube is dissolved and bacteria comes in their original state. So upon completion of conjugation, the strain F plus remain as it is F plus. तो F plus जो बैक्टीरिया थे या आप इनिशियली डोनर कहते थे, these bacteria remain as it is, but जो F minus बैक्टीरिया है, this F minus bacteria you remember, it gain the F plasmid, so the F minus bacteria become convert into F plus bacteria. और F plus आप कब कहते हैं? जब F plasmid present separately or F plasmid is in free state, that means it is not integrated with the host chromosome or bacterial chromosome. In this case आप word use कर रहे हैं F plasmid. But if this F plasmid integrated with host chromosome, that means the host chromosome and F plasmid both get connected or integrated with each other, then here we use one another term for the strain, that is called as HFR. HFR you remember, high frequency recombinant. Clear? That means these strains commonly they are called as partially diploid और मीरोजाइगोट. थोड़े डिफिकल्टी लेवल के क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे तो मीरोजाइगोट मिल सकता है आपको. तो मीरोजाइगोट मीन्स अपॉन कॉन्जुगेशन partially diploid. Normally chromosomes कैसे हैं बैक्टीरिया में? हैप्लॉइड क्रोमोसोम, but here the two chromosomes, one is plasmid and second is host chromosome, integrated with each other. So partially diploid cells are produced. These partially diploid cells are called as HFR. HFR after that undergoes in binary fission, and upon binary fission they will lead to the production of progeny of their own kind. तो ये यहाँ पे आप याद रखिएगा. बेसिकली कॉन्जुगेशन में मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव के लिए F प्लाज्मिड याद रखिएगा. क्लियर है ना? डिटेल वीडियो व्हेन आई पोस्ट इन दोस वीडियोस separately one class I will take only for the plasmid. So 3 different types of plasmid and what are their structure that I will discuss over there. तो यहाँ पर आप ऑब्जेक्टिव के लिए ही अभी हम पढ़ रहे हैं. So this much part you remember for the phenomena of conjugation or method of conjugation. F plus when the plasmids are freely present, HFR when the plasmid is integrated with the host chromosome or with the bacterial chromosome. Is it okay? Now you remember we study about once the reproduction is completed, then we come towards nutrition in bacteria. Nutrition in bacteria में देखिए when we study about the nutrition in bacteria, so nutrition in bacteria में आप basically bacteria show the heterotrophic mode of nutrition as well as in bacteria autotrophic and symbiotic mode of nutrition are प्रेजेंट. क्लियर है? सो हियर रिमेंबर फर्स्ट इज न्यूट्रिशन इन बैक्टीरिया स्टडी कर रहे हैं. सो बैक्टीरिया आर हेटेरोट्रॉफिक इन न्यूट्रिशन. मीनिंग्स आर क्लियर टू ऑल. सो हेटेरोट्रॉफिक. द सेकेंड class of bacteria according to nutrition is autotrophic. Cyanobacteria study कर रहे हैं आप basically autotrophic में. And third you remember the third category of bacteria when you study then they are symbiotic bacteria. Rhizobium आप study करते आ रहे हैं. So rhizobium is a class of symbiotic bacteria. Number of other bacteria are there. Heterotrophic. Heterotrophic means on nutrition they are dependent on another sources. So heterotrophic में देखिए first class when they dependent on nutrition from dead and decaying ones, so they are called as saprophytic or commonly you can use the term saprotrophic. Meaning I think clear है. Objective में इससे एक ही question आपका आता है that the mode of nutrition in which nutrients are obtained in dissolved state. Clear है? So saprotrophic, you remember saprotrophic, this is the one and only mode where the nutrients are obtained in dissolved state from the dead and decaying bodies of plants and animals. Clear? Number of bacteria आप study करते हैं अपने surroundings में, they are heterotrophic in nature. And after that the heterotrophic में second category आप study करेंगे. Second category of bacteria are parasitic. Clear है? Parasitic bacteria means the bacteria which is depending on the basic difference. The clear है? Saprotroph dependent on dead and decaying living matter, dead and decaying bodies of the plants and animals, whereas parasitic bacteria they are always dependent on the living body of plant and animals. The parasitic bacteria में one bacteria is said to be parasite and the another living body is said to be host. So host is a donor of nutrient and this parasite आप याद रखिए, parasite only क्या obtain करेंगे, they obtain nutrients from host body. So nutrient they gain from host cell or from the host body. Clear है? First thing ये याद रखिए, this parasite you remember this parasite may be convert into, parasite किस में convert हो सकते हैं, they may be pathogenic. So clear cut difference is there in between the pathogenic bacteria and parasitic bacteria. Initially pathogenic bacteria are parasitic, but after that when they start to cause a disease, so disease causing parasitic bacteria you remember is called as pathogenic. Pathogenic में number of bacteria आप study करते हैं, टाइफॉइड study कर रहे हैं, साल्मोनेला टाइपी के थ्रू, कोलेरा study कर रहे हैं, विब्रियो कोलेरिक के थ्रू. क्लियर है? नंबर ऑफ डिजीजेज आप माइकोबैक्टीरियम ट्यूबरकुली आप स्टडी कर रहे हैं फॉर ट्यूबरकुलोसिस. So large number of pathogenic bacteria are present in humans which are interfere with the human health. प्लांट में आप देखिए एनसीईआरटी में आपका एक इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन एग्जाम्पल दिया हुआ है, सिट्रस कैंकर दैट वी ऑलरेडी स्टडीड आई थिंक. सो सिट्रस कैंकर यू रिमेंबर, सिट्रस कैंकर यू रिमेंबर इट इज कॉज्ड बाय one bacteria that is the Xanthomonas citri. So that you remember Xanthomonas citri. Now we come towards the autotrophic mode of nutrition. In autotrophic mode of nutrition, two types of bacteria are there. That is photoautotrophic. Blue green algae के पार्ट में हम पढ़ चुके हैं. So I am not discussing about the phototrophic and chemotrophic bacteria because in last class itself we discussed about all these things. So photoautotrophic and the second is chemoautotrophic bacteria. Clear? Chemoautotrophic, purple sulfur bacteria. Phototrophic में number of bacteria you can remember. So meaning is clear for that. Here we mainly focused on symbiotic bacteria. Symbiotic bacteria are showing what kind of relations? They are showing the positive interaction. Secondly, bacteria are the example of mutual association. So symbiosis is also called as mutual association. So mutual association you remember they show the mutual association and symbiotic bacteria here. Example you remember, one of the example for symbiotic bacteria is most common bacteria Rhizobium bacteria. Clear है? This Rhizobium show symbiotic relationship. किसके साथ शो करते हैं? They show the symbiotic relationships with the roots of legume plant, beans, pulses, pea आप स्टडी करते आ रहे हैं. All these are called the legumes plant. So the roots of, in the root of legume plant Rhizobium bacteria is growing and this bacteria is responsible for fixing atmospheric nitrogen. So bacteria fix the atmospheric nitrogen and make it available to the plant. And in terms plant और legume plant से क्या gain कर रहे हैं? They gain their nutrients और food as well as the shelter is provided to bacteria. यहाँ पे याद रखिएगा rhizobium का shape. Rhizobium are what kind of bacteria? So rhizobium, you remember, they are rod shaped bacteria. And detail of rhizobium if you want to study. So mineral nutrition when we discuss. So in mineral nutrition nitrogen fixation का आप part study करते हैं. In that part we clearly discuss about the rhizobium bacteria. So these three modes you basically remember: symbiotic nutrition, autotrophic nutrition, and heterotrophic nutrition. Questions are mainly asked from the parasitic or pathogenic class of bacteria, either in the form of match the column or you remember directly for the cause of particular disease. Okay, begins our third topic for today's class, that is mycoplasma. So I think reproduction in bacteria and nutrition in bacteria जो हम लोगों ने अभी स्टडी किया है वो आप सभी को क्लियर होगा. और अब थर्ड टॉपिक हम स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं फॉर टुडे, दैट इज माइकोप्लाज्मा. क्लियर है? अब माइकोप्लाज्मा जब आप पढ़ते हैं so 4-5 important statements for mycoplasma you remember very well. So one question at least you can score correctly or you can attempt correctly if the question is asked in upcoming exam. Mycoplasma जब आप study कर रहे हैं तो one term you remember, mycoplasma, commonly mycoplasma called as pleuropneumonia like organism, or in short they are called as PPLO. So pleuropneumonia like organisms. Okay, so they are called as PPLO or pleuropneumonia like organisms. Secondly, Rauch and Nocard was the two scientists who discovered mycoplasma and as well as they provide the term PPLO. So the discovery of mycoplasma is made by Rauch and Nocard. Secondly, the mycoplasma, this statement you will remember very well. The mycoplasma, all the bacteria, all the Monera or all the members of Monera you remember have a well defined cell wall, but in mycoplasma cell wall is completely absent. Therefore हम mycoplasma को recall करते हैं कि Monera without cell wall. So Monera without cell wall, you remember Monera without cell wall is mycoplasma. So this thing you properly remember for your exam. Monera without cell wall. Clear? So now when the cell wall is absent, then because of that the shape of mycoplasma is every time maybe change or the definite shape of mycoplasma will never be observed. And because of that mycoplasma also called as pleomorphic microorganisms or pleomorphic organisms हम कह रहे हैं. So pleomorphic organisms is another term for the mycoplasma. Secondly, they are also called as, all these statement by statement you remember as it is. Clear है? So pleomorphic organisms, they are the Monera without cell wall. Third, clear है? They are called as jokers of microbiology. So this also you remember, the jokers of microbiology. Jokers of microbiology are mycoplasma. So ये आप एक याद रखिए statement. Secondly, mycoplasma you remember, mycoplasma. ठीक है? When you study about the structure, DNA as it is present, which is the common feature of all prokaryotic cell. So all the prokaryotic features are present in mycoplasma also. ये आप यहाँ पे याद रखिए, mycoplasma divides by or reproduced by binary fission. Only for objective purpose, whatever points are important, that part I explain here. So they divide by binary fission. Secondly, they can be grow in absence of oxygen. Clear है? So this thing you remember, mycoplasma are commonly called PPLO. And then again the most important is the smallest known living being. The smallest known living being are mycoplasma, or smallest cell, you remember the smallest cell is of mycoplasma. Clear है? Smallest cell of mycoplasma. If you want to study some more detail, so example for that you remember mycoplasma gallisepticum. Mycoplasma gallisepticum is the smallest mycoplasma. ये आप एग्जाम्पल के फॉर्म में याद रखिएगा, ठीक है. नाउ वी कम टुवर्ड्स द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ माइकोप्लाज्मा. इफ यू ऑब्जर्व द स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ माइकोप्लाज्मा, सो सेल वॉल इज completely absent, clear, but instead of defined cell wall, plasma membrane is present, and the key feature of plasma membrane, in terms of plasma membrane, key feature of mycoplasma is the plasma membrane is triple layer membrane here. So ये individually for mycoplasma, this is the identical feature, plasma membrane triple layer है, and inside the plasma membrane you remember protoplasmic or protoplasm show the prokaryotic organization. In prokaryotic organization double DNA आप present है यहाँ पर. DNA in prokaryote, again you remember the DNA of prokaryote is present without histone protein. So histone proteins in that mycoplasma are completely absent. Secondly, mycoplasma के लिए again याद रखिए, mycoplasma are generally gram negative. Clear है? ग्राम पॉजिटिव, ग्राम नेगेटिव आप स्टडी करते हैं. इन केस ऑफ बैक्टीरिया अकॉर्डिंग टू सेल वॉल, so mycoplasma are gram negative, and here the DNA is present as a genetic material. Plasma membrane you remember, plasma membrane किस फॉर्म में अवेलेबल है? ट्रिपल लेयर plasma membrane is present. So this plasma membrane is present in mycoplasma as the outermost boundary or protective boundary, and ribosomes are present here, as well as RNA is present as a soluble RNA. So here you remember RNA in soluble form and ribosome. When we come towards the ribosome, so prokaryotic ribosomes, you again remember the 70S ribosome is present in mycoplasma. So this is a general structure of mycoplasma, and for mycoplasma जब आप study करेंगे, it is not provided in actually your course books, but you remember here some of the diseases are asked sometime for mycoplasma. So those diseases you remember, the diseases when you studied about the mycoplasma. One disease you remember, bunchy top disease. Second, little leaf of brinjal. Thirdly, most important, this disease is asked for number of time, sandal spike disease in sandalwood tree. And the fourth disease, this is also important, witch's broom. The entire inflorescence get modified into the broom-like structure. That disease is called as witch's broom of the some of the crop plants. So these are the four diseases which are mainly caused in plant by the infection of mycoplasma. So I hope you all are understand all the topic whatever I discussed in today's class. That is the reproduction in bacteria, nutrition in bacteria, as well as about the mycoplasma. Mycoplasma you prepare very well. And finally I come towards the today's trick. Clear है? जैसे कि मैंने क्लास के और लेक्चर स्टार्ट होने के समय ही कहा था कि एंड में मैं आपको एक ट्रिक बताऊंगी जिसके थ्रू आप अपने फाइनल एग्जाम्स में और जो आपका 26 जुलाई को नीट के एग्जाम के लिए आप प्रिपेयर हो रहे हैं या प्रिपरेशन कर रहे हैं, तो जब आप अपना एग्जामिनेशन स्टार्ट करें तो वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इन एग्जामिनेशन हॉल नॉट टू बी हाइपर. मैक्सिमम बच्चे बहुत ज्यादा कभी कभी हाइपर होते हैं, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट जो आपने एंटायर 1 ईयर का प्रिपरेशन किया है वो पूरा का पूरा आपका जो बूस्टअप था या मोटिवेशन था वहां पे जाके आप एक तो लॉस करते हैं. तो फर्स्ट थिंग आपको बिल्कुल काम रहना है एग्जाम में और सिट साइलेंटली. सेकेंडली जब आप सेक्शन पेपर स्टार्ट करेंगे तो नॉट टू गो थ्रू द एंटायर पेपर और नॉट टू हैसल द पेजेस जो करते हैं बच्चे. एवरी टाइम दैट स्टार्ट टू टर्न द पेजेस एंड ऑब्जर्व देन फर्स्ट फिजिक्स सेक्शन, केमिस्ट्री सेक्शन, कुछ भी नहीं करना है आपको. अगर अपना टाइम सेव करना है, एक गुड AIR लेना है, तो आप डायरेक्टली विदाउट गोइंग टुवर्ड्स द अनदर सेक्शंस आप सबसे पहले बायोलॉजी सेक्शन पे आएंगे. माइंड को बिल्कुल कूल रखना है, ये सोचना है कि साल भर जितना आपने पढ़ा है 11th 12th and suppose you are taking drop, that means this is your third year for your course study. तो यहाँ पर आप ये समझिए कि आपने जितनी भी मेहनत की है वो आपको ये 3 आवर्स में ही शो करनी है. तो उसके लिए आप बायोलॉजी सेक्शन स्टार्ट करेंगे. पहले 10 क्वेश्चंस बहुत स्लोली पढ़िए और बहुत करेक्टली और एक्यूरेसी से पढ़िए. सेकेंडली उनके ऑब्जेक्टिव के जो आंसर्स है वो इमीडिएटली आप स्टार्ट करिएगा OMR में भरना. बट व्हेन यू स्टार्ट टू फिल इन OMR शीट 1 टाइम और 2 टाइम आप चेक कर लीजिए कि क्वेश्चन नंबर, सपोज योर बायोलॉजी सेक्शन इज बिगिंस फ्रॉम द क्वेश्चन नंबर 91. तो आप बायोलॉजी सेक्शन के 91 और फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन का आंसर अगर फिल कर रहे हैं तो 2 टाइम यू टेक अ लिटिल बिट टाइम फॉर दीज 10 क्वेश्चंस. तो 91 क्वेश्चन पर ही आप टिक कर रहे हैं आंसर OMR शीट में बबल फिल कर रहे हैं या नहीं कर रहे हैं, ये एक्यूरेसी से देखिएगा. एंड देन स्लोली आप वंस यू सेटिस्फाइड योरसेल्फ, कॉन्फिडेंट योरसेल्फ, देन आफ्टर यू स्लोली इंक्रीज योर स्पीड. बट अगेन मैं आपको कहूंगी कि जैसे जैसे आप क्वेश्चन करते जाते हैं इमीडिएटली आप आंसर्स को फिल करते जाइए. अगेन बबल्स फिल करते समय ये ध्यान दीजिए, अगर कोई क्वेश्चन आप अटेम्प्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं तो यू ऑल्सो लीव द बबल ऑफ दैट क्वेश्चन, अदरवाइज इट समटाइम कॉजेज अ ग्रेट मिस्टेक फॉर अलॉन्ग विद द गुड ऑफ द स्टूडेंट ऑल्सो. ठीक है, तो ये ट्रिक आप याद रखिएगा. एंड पॉजिटिव होके फिर मैं कहूंगी कि बी पॉजिटिव, do hard work and be honest yourself to score a good rank in AIR. Thank you and blessed always.